Phil in the film has a rude nature, rarely bathes and is an unpredictable man. Sometimes he is nice, but more often than not he uses harsh words and personally attacks the people he meets. Phil describes himself as a real man, and describes as a man who is tough on the people around him so that anyone will be reluctant to deal with him. Phil's behavior is more shown towards Rose, who has become his brother-in-law, and disappointment with his brother George, who married Rose. Behind it is that true. Peter is the son of Rose, who is thin and skin too bright for a man who lives in the savanna area of Montana. Peter didn't look like a manly man. It's just that Peter is a smart teenager and continues his education in medicine and surgery. Peter looked more like a sissy, so Phil made fun of him a lot, but without Rose knowing. Although Phil seems to hate Peter, but eventually his attitude softens and they seem close. Peter once asked who Henry Bronco was, which Phil always told him about. Henry Bronco is a fictional character, Phil, who is a farm laborer on a property owned by Thomas Savage's maternal grandparents. It turns out that Phil and Peter are both admiring and attracted to men. In this film, the situation is not clear to them, it's just that the audience is invited to draw conclusions. Rose didn't understand what was really going on, she was just worried that the situation was getting worse. He was afraid of bad intentions behind the policies that Phil gave to Peter. The truth is that Phil is trying to get closer to his new nephew. It's just that Peter really loves his mother and is always ready to protect her. Peter is also devastated by Rose's mother's situation. Peter did not live with his mother because he studied medicine in another city. Phil eventually died and the doctor diagnosed him with anthrax. Peter keeps the lasso string they had made with Phil and opens Psalm 22:20, "Remove my soul from the sword, my dear from the power of dogs." And from the window Peter saw his mother happily cuddling with George.